name's Michaela. If you didn't catch the video I did before, I'm documenting the process of me making a crochet rose, and this is part 2. So we're going to do, for this row, a single crochet increase, and then a single crochet. Basically, we're going to have 4 single crochets in each loop. Loop is what I call stitches, because that's what I learned first, so. So I think I really kind of want to do the history, if that's okay with y'all. I'm just still trying to figure out if it would be more entertaining to do a whole segment, meaning a segment based off of a person or event, or if to do an overview. So let me know, or if you want me to do philosophy, or just not talk and just crochet, I can do that as well. I'm just trying to think of things that would be interesting, because I don't want to bore y'all. Three. And number 4. Again, I'm still trying to figure out if I make it better or worse. Yeah, this is only my second video, so I'm still figuring out things like angles and everything, so please bear with me. Oh, better or worse? Okay. But yeah, I did more of the background of why I picked this particular flower and stuff kind of more in the video before, so I don't really want to talk about it today. Oh, and I don't know if the phone is going to pick up the sound, but if you hear snoring, that is my roommate. I don't know how to eliminate noises, so we're just gonna go with what we got right now, because this is a whole process for me, so I know this probably isn't the best quality, but I'm working with what I know. Wait, I did this wrong. Next to me. Sorry, my little autistic brain sometimes likes to make random noises. Do I need a back or forward? y'all see this or not really? Let me see this. Obviously not. Okay. Okay. Did I get better or is it getting worse? I really can't tell. Probably gonna do what I did yesterday and watch this back and laugh at myself. Well, sometimes you just have to, you know. But yeah, I love to crochet. Been doing it for 3 years. Yeah, I think today is my 3-year anniversary. That's cool. Oh, you can only see my hair, not even the my big. Maybe I need to. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to hold it so my hand doesn't take up the whole thing. You can actually still see this. Ugh. Hold on, I can't even see what number I'm on. Okay, I know where I'm at. Sometimes my yarn is a little ornery. Sorry. So something funny happened to me today, and so today is, you know, my day off from work, and I get a text from my manager, and she was like, one of the regulars brought a tip for you. And so I put it, you know, in an envelope with your name on it. And it made me laugh because I've been having these like self-doubts, like that I'm bad at my job. And yet I was so good today at my job that I got tipped. And I wasn't even there. I was at home taking a nap. And I got tipped. This made me laugh and made me feel good about my life. But that's all I'm going to say about work. know, I'm surprised that none of my cats are crawling up on me, because when I did this yesterday, my cat Wednesday jumped on me, and then she was looking at the camera and everything, and it was really cute. And my cat Moby was on me earlier. He'll probably make a comeback. Two. So I am more of a cat person than a dog person. The first house I can remember, so from age 4 and up, we had 8 cats at the time, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Because when we moved in, the previous owner left their old cat, so we took her in. Her name was Scooter. And then this one mama cat around our neighborhood used to come by, and in the summertime when we were eating food outside, she would wait until one of us would go back inside to go use the bathroom, and she would jump up on that person's chair and eat off their plate. Well, then she decided to bless us with the presence of 6 kittens. I'm trying to think if I can remember all of their names, because it's been a very long time. But there was Oreo, Midnight, Lilo, Stitch, Hissy Fit, I'm trying to blank. But yeah, that house we lived in, we had some interesting animals. Because not only did we have our cats, but my grandmother decided that we needed 4 sugar gliders. So they lived in our garage for a little bit. And I cannot remember any of their names except we had one named Mountain Dew. And we used to say that it was hyped up on Mountain Dew, because sugar gliders are supposed to be nocturnal, right? Not midnight, or not Mountain Dew. She would go insane all during the day. And then at nighttime, she'd get even more crazy. And then we had 2 birds named Prince and Princess. And then we had our family's second dog, but the first dog that I can remember, because the one we had before, I think we got rid of when I was 2 or 3, so I don't remember that much. But his name was Tanner. But anyway, we just always had, cats for a while. And then, we moved around a lot. And after that, each house, we lived in, we always had a cat, sometimes inside, sometimes outside. My favorite pet that we had that was a non-cat was, we had a pet deer, because it got shot during the hunting season, and we lived near a hunting lodge, and it was missing a leg. And me and my sister got the bright idea to feed it Pop-Tarts out of the window. So then he kept coming back and we named him Bambi. And he would come up to our window, and he would let us pet him, and then we'd give him a Pop-Tart. And that was kind of the ritual until we left. I'm not really sure what happened to him after that. But not only did we always own cats, but I just like the cats because they would come and sit next to me. They would decide when they wanted to be pet or not pet, which as an autistic person who can't read body cues and stuff, that was really nice because I knew that if a cat came and sat on my lap or rubbed their head against my hand, then that meant they wanted pet. But if they didn't, then that meant they didn't want pet. So that's something that kind of helped me, I guess, learn body cues a little easier. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like this is going slower today. Okay, so 1. I have to be careful when I count, because sometimes my brain will try to sing songs. So, like, when I have to count to 4, my brain always sings with the bodies at the 4, because it's 1, nothing wrong with me. 2, nothing wrong with me. 3, nothing wrong with me. 4, nothing wrong. Okay, yeah, anyways. So if you ever hear me just kind of like half singing that song, that's why. I'm sorry about this not being super focused. Like I said, I'm still figuring out the format, so any feedback would be great. And don't worry, you will not hurt my feelings. Like, do you guys like story times? Do you like more history? You want me to read philosophy books and then explain them as I go? Do you want me to just not talk and just crochet? Because I can, like I said, that's actually probably the easiest. I just don't know how entertaining that would be. Oh, I guess I should probably mention upload schedule. I don't know. So here's my thing. I don't want to work on this project unless I'm doing it like during the processing. But I do like to work on crocheting because I crochet pretty much all day when I'm not at work and stuff. So if it's not annoying, you might get a video every day. Because, like I said, I'm just filming this as I go, so. Okay. But yeah, the whole series is me documenting the process of how to make these. But I wanted like a very realistic, like, you see this person struggling. You see this person, having to redo something because she read it wrong or something, I'm actually a little surprised that I haven't had to go back and redo stuff yet. Because this is a new pattern for me. And normally when I start with a brand new pattern and something I've never done before, I always end up messing it up because I'm like, I don't understand what I'm doing. But I do know that my boyfriend is getting me some yarn for Christmas, and he's going to be getting me some different colors so I can make some different colored roses, which I'm excited about. And speaking of Christmas, I already finished his Christmas present gift. I made him a pair of crochet socks. Like I said, love crocheting. I'm sorry you can't really see what I'm doing. I'm still trying to figure out how to. I guess the word you can actually. See, if that makes sense. This is too dark. I have to invite. I'm gonna have to figure out lighting. Because right now I'm just kind of using the natural light from my ceiling fan, and it's not the best. If I can be honest. Oh wait, I did mess up. Aha, I knew I was gonna have to fix something. Messed up the last stitch. See, I knew I was gonna mess something up. I'm not one of those. I know there's some people that cut off and then restart. But I like to save as much yarn as possible. And also, I like to teach myself, like, figure out where I went wrong to fix the mistake. So, I'll get rid of the whole thing. Like, I'll pull it apart to fix it. I hope I see where I went wrong. I double crocheted instead of singled. To be fair, I haven't. A lot of the pattern stuff I do normally do double instead of single, so my poor brain is like trying to go into overdrive. Okay, 2, 3. I'm gonna start counting, by the way, just that way I can figure out where I'm at and it's not silent, because I don't know if it's better silent or not. I don't know. One, 2, 3. Oh, if you look at some of my videos, I might be wearing the same thing because I'm doing this row by row, but because I don't want these to be too long to where they're like annoying. Unless you guys prefer longer format. I'm not sure. Because personally, I'm the type of person that if I watch a YouTube video, I like it when it's like an hour to like 2.5 hours long. Like I like the full length, you know. But I know some people, you know, they like 20 minutes. So Not really sure what's be more enjoyable, because I can do, so I'm trying to, like I said, play around with format, so I'll probably do shorter videos, so I'll probably be wearing the same shirt and same with them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. Oh, by the way, if you don't know what a single crochet increase is, it's where you do a single crochet in the loop, and then you do a second one in the same loop. I covered that in the other video, but just in case you didn't know or needed a refresher, there you go. Okay, we are almost to the end of the row. I've got one more stitch, and then we're gonna slip stitch. Since you can't really see very well, again, sorry about that, still trying to figure everything out. I'm gonna try to play around with it a lot this Saturday, or this weekend. See what I can figure out. But anyways, like, we'll explain once we get there. I'm on I'm on number 3 right now, so we're on 3. And then 4. Okay. Hold on. 4. Okay. So to slip stitch is you're gonna take the last loop you just did, and you're gonna put it over the first loop from the start of the row. So this is your starting loop. And then you're just going to connect. So you're gonna slide the hook down to where your hook is in. Let me figure this out. Okay. I'm gonna separate them a little bit more. Okay. So you're gonna go to where this is gonna be connected to this. So you're gonna slide the hook into that hook. And then what I like to do is I like to tighten this at the end, just so it's nice and tight, and voila, finished that. So that was officially row 4. This is the back of it. I don't know if you can see the texture. Does that work or does that make it worse? Really cannot tell. And then this is the front, which is the part that I get to look at while I'm doing it. It's looking a little wonky. That's okay. Because, you know, the first one is never your best one. But, yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully that wasn't boring. Sorry if it was. Feel free to give me any feedback, what you liked or did not like. But, bye.